find in Netflix. Well, Netflix is mostly the place where like it's Netflix streaming service usually like where like find this type of show because they buy anything and everything. And now they're doing wrestling, but that's not important. We're here to talk about Korean drama. Well, not all drama, just TV shows. Like the first one is Hometown Cha Cha Cha. like the Cha 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 is like a type of, I don't know why it's called that, but because the Cha 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 is a type of Latin dance. But I guess it just has a nice ring to it. So it's basically like this dentist daughter moves from like the big city to a small town, and she meets a guy, and then you know, they have the little skirmishes here and there, and then they end up falling in love and like respecting one another despite the differences. And then as the show goes on, we find out why he's so laid back. And you know, cause some terrible things that happen in the past. Cause that's usually how most is, you know, like people think that they know a person just by interacting them for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, but mostly I like it cause like it's very homey and like a nice slice of life, and like I like the beach scenery, and they do a lot of cooking scenes, and I like watching food being cooked and food being eaten. So yeah, so because it has like a lot of food elements, that's why I wanted to make you aware of this Korean drama. This one is Kinderland. This is more of a Cinderella type of story, cause you know, it's basically like this girl is working at a hotel. She wants to work in a fancy hotel, and she gets a job, and then she ends up meeting and then the boss, in order to try, because of something that she says, in order to understand his workers and what's really going on in the family company, he gets like a job in order to work like at a lower level. As part of like one of those experiments. So that's something that like sometimes rich people do, that at least for a day they want to try like the whole working man experience, to see just how terrible people are if you don't have any money. So that usually gives them more motivation to work harder and not lose their family patrimony, because they get a small taste of what it means to truly suffer by being there poor. But that's not important to the show. I like this one because it has like a lot of nice scenery stuff, and the little romance in background, and they both of the actors playing off of each other. It's like fun. And they do a lot of nice close-ups of the faces, and like you see, and then you realize, wow, like only they had like red, like you look at their faces and then you wonder, wow, these guys like have absolutely no pores on their faces, like perfect smooth skin, and you wonder like what cream do they use? So that's mostly what I was thinking about whenever they do like the clothes as they have Kinderland. And of course, very important, they do food, and like the scenery and setting is pleasing on the eyes, which is something that I always like. But like I don't like things that look like terrible and like creepy and stuff. This one is it was called The King's Affection, right? Like this one is it's like a period drama. Like over here in this TV show, I heard like the most misogynist line ever said by an evil guy character in like any TV show. Maybe like, but he said it in Spanish. I don't know if it, because I watched this TV show with my mother, and then it was more that it's like in other languages as well, because you know, it's just useful as well, and I think it's also in English. But yeah, I watched this one in Spanish, and then like in Spanish, like the evil guy said, compartiste el útero con una mujer, and because of that, I mean less of a man. So translation is like saying you share the womb with a woman, that makes you less of a man, because like the main character is actually a woman that's taking the place of her twin brother, who, well, it happens very early, so it's not like a huge spoiler, because like they were born as action and like I like the like, but not like ridiculous. Not like when people think of like Asians like fighting stuff, they be mad. Like they think of like the House of the Flying Dragon, where like the people are like floaty or like flying out. No. This one, as far as like kung fu martial arts, well not in kung fu, but the kung fu is like Chinese. But as far as their fighting is concerned, it's like more grounded. So that works well for me because as it is an exaggerated martial arts, it is more relatable if it's a little bit more down to earth. So yeah, you got like the whole package. You got like a period piece, nice scenery, good food, and like martial arts, etc. And courtroom melodrama. So the long and short of it is, you can tell that this was the one that I actually liked a lot. Bueno, this one is Officer Black Belt. But this one is more like action oriented. So it's basically like the police is struggling because like the criminals are getting like beefier and stronger. So then in order to help arrest, they start recruiting into the police, like karate people to help the arrest of more problematic. So then it's not like it's 100% an official police officer because he still has to pass to the academy, but he can help the arresting officer take down the criminal that's giving them like a royal beating. So and like the final boss in this one is like a giant like uber like powerful dude that just got out of jail, and then he got like recruited in order to go like kidnap little girls, to do terrible stuff to them for like horrible internet people. So yeah, so since like the criminals in this TV show are all like the worst scum of the earth, then obviously you're rooting for like Officer Blackbelt to raise them a new one. So it's good, you know. And it has like very good action set with it, and it's also not like very long. So yeah, you can probably like binge watch it in a day. Oh yeah, and like most importantly, the fighting is really good. It's down to earth but awesome. And obviously, if you're advertising yourself as a black belt, then obviously like the fighting is gotta be like cool. It's not like some CGI stuff. You can like strictly eyeball it, and you can tell that they did all of the fighting and the choreography. So that makes it extra special. Yeah, and it's not just like as far as like his moveset, it's not just like traditional martial art. He also does like MMA and like wrestling moves from like yeah, he's more of a mixed martial arts type of person, which is fun. Oh wow, that's the most. That was very pictured on the big TV. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can like see it well, but that's supposed to be Squid Game, but only the first season. Like I don't know why I didn't like the second season of Squid Game. I don't know. It just felt like it just felt more like a mixture, more of the same. Plus, I don't know. And you will think that after going through the Squid Game the first time, you will always choose the one that says number one. Imagine if you had been like 100% more wives in a cultural type of like competition, and like but they're playing like children's game, but they're like playing twisted versions of children game, which is it was hilarious at first, but then it got a little meh afterwards. And that's like about the second season in general. So yeah, the trunk is basically about like the main character girl. She's is a singer one.
Yeah.
She's like apparently in Korea you can like you can buy a wife, not not in a Russian type of fashion, you know, but or a brother type of situation, but more like a legit contract, you sign a contract, you go to a company, and then she legitimately becomes your wife, and then there's even a manual on when and when she's gonna be reset, she's gonna like make you stay with you, if at all. Because after all, you're buying a wife, not a girlfriend. And anyone who's been married knows that that usually most marriages, like mating is completely off the table. Anyhow, and then like the reason why he ends up marrying her is because like his wife is punishing him they're punishing the main guy character for a reason, and the reason why it becomes twistedly insane the more it's like kind of like a bit surreal at times, especially when like it gets uber creepy with the chandelier, because since the main guy character suffers from like insomnia, then sometimes during his like insomnia wandering he starts randomly hallucinating, and other times he's having like weird flashbacks with his crazy mother, so that's interesting. And she has her own issues, mostly psychotic ex-boyfriend that eventually pops out somewhere in the middle of the show. And then there's a whole mystery of what's inside the trunk. What's in the bag? I can tell you what's in the bag, but I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, it's a fun show. It's a fun mystery show, romance. Like this one is the last one that I saw, which was when the phone rings. Like it's basically about these two got married, and you know they've been for the last 3 years they've been living separate lives from one another because it was an arranged marriage for political and family reasons. So you know it's a type of loveless relationship with them mutually avoiding each other. And it's interesting because like the main female character for most of the show, she speaks in sign language, and then it had like very early on like a hilarious joke because while she was doing sign language, the broadcast feed froze, and then it froze with her doing a sign that meant mountain in sign language, but like to literally everyone else, it looked like she was flipping them off over and over again. So yeah, so flipping someone off in like Korean sign language, as far as this show is concerned, it means mountain. So if you wanna like offend someone, you be like, you say instead of you give the finger, then you say mountain you. So that's totally correct. And whatever. It's just like it has some mild humor here and there. So then like in the first episode, this guy says he's like the spokesperson for like the president. Obviously he has a lot of enemies, and then one of them, in order to make him suffer, kidnaps his wife, but then he thinks that it's like a scam number trying, because when he calls the mother of the chick, she says that she's like fine over there, but mostly because like the mother of the main girl, she's like she's more like meh about her, like takes her for granted. So then he thinks that it's just a scammer trying to pull a prank on him, but he sees that the wife is at home, but the wife is legit in like a kidnapping situation. It's interesting that the bad guy, he hacked her car, and then but then she continued to use the same car that got hacked, and he like show her like it's like the anti-Tesla commercial. Which means that yeah, there's a problem if your cars get too digital because then a hacker can like take over it and then you're like royally screwed. So then yeah, like but then she manages to get herself out of that situation and she even steals the phone of the hacker. So then in order for her to get back at her husband, she starts impersonating the hacker, and like starts like with really threatening him because it's not that she can't speak, it's that she chooses not to, or because of a terrible childhood like trauma, but she can speak, but not when people are looking at her. So then like when the phone calls, it's just the angry, the bitter angry wife like being like trying to take revenge on her husband. But then like the show eventually evolves later when they eventually patch things up, because like yeah, it's not like they're made complete strangers. They grew up together because they come from like two rich families, you know. But then they never had like too much of a prolonged interaction. So, but yeah, it's just an interesting like the ending of it. Like once you get to like the last episode, skip like the first half hour. Trust me, you're gonna thank me, cause like it was mimicking like this before it became like a TV show. It was well, not a manga, it's a mangua, it's a Korean graphic novel. And then like the person who made the manga, he completely botched the part of the ending because it was completely unnecessary and terrible. And the least said about it, the better. Just skip the first hour and go to like the happy part, you know. But yeah. So yeah, that's like the only advice / spoiler as far as the rest is pure gold. Except the last episode, except the first half hour of the last episode. So yeah, give it a watch or enjoy it maybe. Bye, God bless.